Hello, I suffer from obsessive compulsive disorder, which is an anxiety disorder in which people have unwanted and repeated thoughts, feelings, ideas, or behaviors. In other words, my life is a systematic pattern. But yesterday, I experienced a flaw in my own system. I woke that morning in my home promptly at 6:45 a.m. as I do every morning. Before leaving my bedroom, I made sure to touch the doorknob 3 times. I have to. I need to. I made my usual breakfast of toast, scrambled eggs, and black coffee. I never eat anything else in the morning, just always those 3. Turning my computer on, I made sure to check the local news headlines like usual, but today something was missing. I couldn't place my finger on it. Did I forget something? The strange feeling lingered with me all the way out to my car. On my way out the front door, I made certain to lock my door, then unlock it, and lock it again. Driving to work, I couldn't help but feel like a part of me was missing. What did I miss? How could I possibly have missed it? I hoped that the feeling would surpass while at work that day. It didn't. It stayed with me for 12 whole hours. I left the office around 6:45 p.m. to head back home. I wash the car every weekday, never on weekends. I only wash the front of the car and the back, never the sides. I simply just can't. But something else seemed to be missing from my daily routine as I washed. I drove home and jogged out to the backyard. Only jog, never walk, never run. Opening up the tool shed, I felt yet another thing missing from my pattern. I screamed, "This isn't right, this isn't right." I stumbled out of the shed and gazed out at the street. It always seemed to calm me when my anxiety got out of control. But tonight all I wanted to do was sleep. I needed to finish this day. The next morning, I awoke at 6:45 a.m. I touched the doorknob 3 times. I prepared my toast, scrambled eggs, and black coffee and turned the computer on to browse the local news. It's still missing. I became aggravated. What is it I could possibly be missing? Hurrying out the door in a vicious rage, I quickly locked the door, unlocked it, and locked it again. I drove off to work. I left the office at 6:45 p.m. I drove fast on my way home, very fast. What am I missing? I approached the stop sign. Come on, think, think. A woman was walking in the middle of the intersection on her way to the other side. Why can't I remember? The woman's head spun as she noticed my car coming straight for her. I noticed her too. A wave of horror crossed over my face as I watched her dive to one side. I swerved in the same direction. A loud clunk was made as I crushed the woman underneath my vehicle. Jumping out of my car, I hesitated on what to do. She lay there in agony, making horrendous wails. I popped open the trunk to my car, lifted the screaming woman, and heaved her in. I drove. I made sure to wash the blood off the front and the back of my car. The sides were not necessary. After dragging her broken body out to the backyard, I jogged to the shed. Inside were garbage bags and a hacksaw. After dismembering the woman, I was able to fit the remains into the bag. Disposing of her was all that was left to do. The following morning, I made sure to wake up at 6:45 a.m. and touch my doorknob 3 times. I went to eat my toast, scrambled eggs, and black coffee. I browsed the local news on my computer. The top headline, "Hit and Run Serial Killer Strikes Again."